I'm a fire teacher here at North, and it has been a blast. I'm super excited to be here. So first and foremost, a couple housekeeping things. I'm going to go ahead, take my cell phone, and turn it on Do Not Disturb, so go ahead and do the same. Phones going off is very distracting to people around you and also to the crew on stage, so we do ask you do that. No flash photography, no videoing. Rental companies are very strict about that, so we don't want to get in trouble for our first show back on the stage and forever. We do want to thank all of our sponsors as you look through your playbill. Take note of the wonderful businesses that support the arts. And we especially want to thank our title sponsor, Artful Strands, Inc., for their contributions to this show. So cell phones, no photos, thank you. We will have a 15-minute intermission in between Act 1 and 2. We ask that you are just mindful to avoid any sort of close gathering and all of that. After the show, we will have a meet and greet out underneath the front awning, so that way masks can come off. We can get all of our pictures. And tell the cast and crew what a wonderful job that they did on this production. In the case of an emergency, look for the glowing signs and run. Get out of here. Okay? I think that's everything I have. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and enjoy the show.
lived a handsome prince with a gloomy face, for he did not have a bride. Oh, he sighed, alas, and he pined, alas, but alas, the prince couldn't find a lass who would suit his mother's bride. For a princess is a delicate thing, delicate and dainty as a dragonfly's wing. You can recognize a lady by her elegant air, but a genuine princess is exceedingly rare. On a stormy night to the castle door came the lass the prince had been waiting for. I'm a princess lost, quoth she. But the queen was cool and remained aloof, and she said, perhaps, but we'll need some proof. I'll prepare a test and see. I will test her thus, the old queen said. I'll put 20 downy mattresses upon her bed, and beneath those 20 mattresses I'll place one tiny pea. If that pea disturbs her slumber, then a true princess is she. The bed was soft and extremely tall, but the dainty lass didn't sleep at all, and she told them so next day. Said the queen, my dear, if you found that key, then we've proof enough of your royalty. Let the wedding music play. And the people shouted quietly, for a princess is a delicate thing, delicate and dainty as a dragonfly's wing. You can recognize a lady by her elegant air, but a genuine princess is exceedingly rare. There are many versions of this story. I sing them all. This one's the prettiest, but it's not quite accurate. I happen to know the true story of the Princess and the Pea for the very good reason that I was there. It was a small kingdom ruled over by a talkative queen and a mute king. The princess in the true story was not the only girl put to the test. In fact, she was one of 13 girls who came to the castle hoping to wed the prince, but for who, one reason or another, were found to be unsuitable. As a matter of fact, the day I arrived at court, they were testing Princess number 12. A curious quiz was in progress.
Are you ready for the next question?
I guess so.
The next question concerns famous rulers. Are you quite ready?
Uh-huh.
Well then. Name 3 kings. Is that clear?
Yes. Would you repeat the question, please?
Certainly. Name 3 kings.
May I take the third king first? Well then, 3 kings are...
Is this a trial?
No, it's the royalty test to find out if she's a real princess.
King John, King Arthur, and...
Does it matter if she's a real princess?
Of course. If she's a true princess, that means we can all get married.
King Ethelred.
That is absolutely correct.
She's smart, Mama. Can I marry her now?
Oh, sweetheart. There's still one more question.
This test isn't going to be fair. The law that isn't fair.
Law?
The marriage law. Throughout the land, no one may wed till dauntless to the altars led.
Dauntless.
The prince.
Until he gets married, none of us can. You have now reached the 7th plateau, and here is your final question. It is divided into 4 parts and concerns a man often referred to as the Knight of the Red Cross. Number 1, what was his name? Number 2, what beast did he slay? Number 3, how many rows of teeth did the beast have, and of what kind? And 4, what was the middle name of the daughter-in-law, the best friend of the blacksmith that forged sword that killed the beast?
1, St. George. 2, the dragon. 3, 12 rows of teeth, and they were iron. And 4, would you repeat the last question, please?
What was the middle name of the daughter-in-law, the best friend of the blacksmith that forged sword that killed the beast?
The middle name?
The middle name.
The daughter-in-law.
In-law. You have 30 seconds.
Oh, pass, please, please, pass.
You speak, my lady?
No, 20 seconds.
Oh.
I wish her success. She's a pretty little thing.
10 seconds.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Your time is up.
Too bad, my dear, too bad. You do show a certain aptitude, but as for the true brilliance of royalty, well, I'm afraid not. Remember, blood will tell, and yours just didn't tell us quite enough. However, to show that there are no hard feelings, here's a nice consolation prize for you. Bye, good luck, and get out. Oh, sweetheart, Dauntless, stop pouting. No, don't dilly-dally, Dauntless. It's nearly time for your cocoa.
Oh, I liked her.
So did I.
Why must every princess get the bird?
You're the third. Never heard a test so difficult to pass.
Alas, alas, is what I lack, alas, alas, alas. The land, no one may wed, the dog who shares his marriage bed.
The lonely spinster's life goes.
We have an opening for a princess, for a genuine certified princess.
Tell us when you intend to end this dilemma we're in.
None of the ladies give a fig for living in sin. We have an opening for a princess, for a beautiful bona fide princess.
Where's the dutiful knight who right all the wrong you've been done?
None of the ladies are having any fun.
What to do, what to do. Take the ladies in waiting.
The gentlemen too.
4, 8, 10, 11, 12 contenders in a row.
They came, they were tested.
Then swiftly requested to go.
Tell us back.
Tell us when you intend to send us to go again.
Give the prince a royal wife. None of the ladies are having any.
No one is having any. No one is getting any younger. And it's been God knows how long since we had an opening for a princess who's good enough, nice enough, sweet enough, smart enough, rich enough for our Sir Mister, you're just arrived.
Yes, I am, Sir Wizard.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now pay close attention and take a perfectly plain piece of paper and notice that it is a plain piece of paper with no cuts, folds, or concealed pockets. What do you want?
Excuse me, Cardamom, but I have to take the minstrel to sign in with the castle steward.
This way, please. I'm on my way to London. I won't be staying long.
What have I said about addressing me as Cardamom in court? Just because your father and I were in show business together, do not assume.
Oh, Sir Harry!
Darling, you missed the test.
Sorry, my love. My new responsibilities as chivalrous knight of the herald keep me busy.
The latest princess was a failure.
No!
Yes.
Bad luck, but don't despair. For if a true princess is not found in the next few months, I will go out and find one myself. Rose, I don't deserve to wear my spurs.
Darling,
My love,
do you remember the royal joust on Whitsunday when you won those spurs?
of course.
When you were called Sir Harry the fairest and bravest knight in all the land, and everyone agreed you had a brilliant future ahead of you, that you might someday become Lord Chamberlain and even Prime Minister?
Well, I don't know about Prime Minister.
And do you remember the picnic we all had later on the greensward with the lovely cold pheasant?
Yes.
You and I wandered away from all the others to climb the hill and watch the sun go down.
Yes.
And there was a lark singing in the trees, and you said you'd remember that moment forever because the lark's song reminded you of my name.
Yes, Larkin. Yes.
And then we watched the sun go down.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to have a baby. So you see, a princess for Dauntless must be found, and soon, or I shall have to go away somewhere. Oh, darling, I'm so worried this could ruin you, and you never become Prime Minister. Or anything. Just say the word, Harry, and I'll go. I'll go far away, where they'll never find me. Just say the word.
No, you stay here. Why should we both suffer all our lives just because you had a moment of weakness?
Oh, Harry.
We're none of us perfect. Everything's going to be all right.
Thank you, Harry.
It won't be long, won't be long, won't because it can't be long before our dreams come true. Because you know I don't belong, and furthermore I shan't belong to anyone but you.
In a little while, just a little while, you and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4. In a little while, I will see your smile on the face of my son to be forever hand in glove. Is the way I have it planned, but I'll only stay in love if the love contains your hand. In a velvet gown, I'll be coming down the aisle, and it's bound to seem as though the waiting's only been a little while.
Have you any idea how soon, my love?
November.
November!
My time is out to hurry me now, for soon the world will see me a maternal bride to be. I know I mustn't worry Harry still. I wish you'd Harry, marry me.
In a little while, just a little while, you and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4. In a little while, I will see your smile on the face of my son to be forever hand in glove. Is the way I have it planned, but I'll only stay in love if the love contains your hand. I can see it all down to every small detail. So I wish you'd look around until you found a castle in the neighborhood for sale.
Come on, dear, don't dawdle. Oh, Dauntless, pick up your feet, for heaven's sake, and stop squinting. I told you not to look at the sun.
Yes, Mama.
Oh, that's better. Sexamus! If I have told you once, I have told you 100,000 times! I will not have you playing these foolish games and running around in the halls! It just isn't dignified. We are the rulers of a kingdom, and if we don't set a proper example for the rest of the court, I'd like to know who will! I mean, what is the point of being a ruler if a ruler isn't going to behave as a ruler should?
Mama,
What?
Mama, when am I going to get my princess?
Oh, Dauntless, I don't want to discuss that now. It's time for your cocoa.
But, Mama, sometimes I get the feeling that you don't want me to get married.
Don't want you to get married? Dauntless! absolutely verbatim exactly what I said to your father this morning. Of course, he didn't say anything. He never does, but you know him just as well as I do. I don't have to explain to you how impossible he is. But that is my cross of pain, and I don't want you to worry your head one tiny bit about the fact that your father and I don't get along, and never have. If he makes me miserable and makes me suffer, then I just have to put up with it, and I will not allow it to affect my child's attitude toward him or me. He may be a mean, stupid, dreadful, selfish, rat man, but he's your father, and I want you to respect him. There is only one person who really cares about you and really worries about your health and your happiness and your future. Oh, and that's what I'm talking about. I know your future. And I want to make myself absolutely clear. I want you to get married. But I don't want you to just marry anybody. I mean, marriage is a lifetime partnership, and I wouldn't want to see my little boy make the same mistake I did and wind up miserable the way I did. After all, you are a prince, and you must marry someone who's suitable, someone who's good enough and smart enough and kind enough for my good, sweet, nice, beautiful baby boy. And of course she has to be a princess. I mean, a real princess. That is one thing I absolutely insist upon. She has to be a real, genuine, bona fide princess, just as I was. Oh, that's what you want, isn't it? Someone like me? Oh, God, of course you do. If I were only 20 years younger. Oh, just remember this. You must trust me.
Your Majesty, Your Highness.
Hello, Harry.
Don't interrupt.
Sir Harry wishes to speak with you, madam.
Well,
I have the honor to request a perilous labor, one to search for a true princess, a princess of the royal blood, one that will suit both your majesty and the prince Darkness.
oh no.
Mama.
No. We've been through all the eligible girls in all the neighboring kingdoms. There are none left. We simply have to wait until our little sisters grow up, and that'll take years.
Damn, I plan to head north, over the mountains,
Over the mountains.
across the Badlands,
Across the Badlands.
and into the marshland where the beautiful swamp lily grows.
Oh, into the marshland. Are you out of your mind?
Let him go, Mama, let him go!
Oh, you won't find anything there except frogs and tadpoles and things.
Mama.
Do you know what the weather there is like?
Mama.
Do you know how damp and foggy?
Mama.
And quiet and humid and oppressive.
Mama, please let Sir Harry try. Please. Oh, Mama, please. Oh, God.
All right, you can go. It's your Highness.
Hooray!
Now, come along, dear. You've missed your cocoa.
Good luck, Harry. Good luck. Don't worry, Larkin. I'll find a true princess. I want to be able to pass the Queen's test.
I believe you. I'm not afraid.
And I shan't be away alone.
Only fly as fast as you can, my love. We shall be waiting for you.
We?
You know. And here, wear this.
Next to my heart.
In a little while, just a little while, you and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4.
In a little while, I will see your smile on the face of my son to be forever hand in glove is the way I have it planned. But how long may stay in love if the love contains your hand? In a velvet gown, I'll be coming down the aisle, and it's bound to seem as though the waiting's only been a little while.
Sir Harry's perilous journey took 3 weeks, and Lady Larkin had all but given up hope that he would find a true princess. But then, one sunny morning in mid-April, when the crocuses were just beginning to dot the meadows, the lookout in the north round tower spied 2 distant figures approaching at full gallop. The alarm was spread. Sir Harry is back! Sir Harry is back with the new princess! Now let's see. How does this part go in the old story? On a stormy night to the castle door came the last the prince had been waiting for. That, of course, was utterly untrue. It didn't storm that night at all. In fact, it wasn't even night. And the princess only looked as though she had come in from a storm.
Actually, I swam the moat. But, never mind. If I just stand right here, there's a nice draft. I'll be dry in no time.
Look, Mama! She's all wet.
You swam the moat?
We tried to stop her, but she wouldn't wait for the drawbridge.
Swam the moat!
She seemed determined to arrive as soon as possible.
We had to get a rope and pull her out.
You swam the moat.
Oh, I was a little nervous. My friend, Sir Harriam, he's still out there. He told me that you had an opening for a princess. Any princess, so I figured. The early bird and all that. Anyway, here I am. Who's the lucky man? Hey, naughty, naughty, is it you?
Naughty, 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 no.
Hey, naughty, naughty, is it you? Hey, naughty, naughty, is it you or you or you or you or?
Naughty, neeny, noony, naughty, neeny, noony. No.
Someone's being bashful. That's no way to be. Not with me. Can't you see that I am just as embarrassed as you? And I can understand your point of view. I've always been shy. I confess it, I'm shy. Can't you guess that this confident air is a mask that I wear? 'Cause I'm shy, and you may be sure way down deep behind your door. Though some people I know might deny it, at bottom I'm quiet and pure. I'm aware that it's wrong to be meek as I am. My chances may pass me by. I pretend to be strong, but as weak as I am, all I can do is try. God knows I'll try. Though I'm painfully shy, and despite the impression I give, I confess that I'm living a lie. Because I'm actually terribly timid and horribly shy. Though a lady may be dripping with glamour, as often as not, she will stumble and stammer when suddenly confronted with romance. And she's likely to fall on her face when she's finally face to face with a pair of pants. Quite often the lady's not as hard to please as she seems. Quite often she'll settle for something less than the man of her dreams. I'm going fishing for money. She's going fishing for money. I'm gonna look at every brook. She's gonna look at every brook. But how much longer must I wait with bated breath and hope?
yourself.
Oh, do you ever say anything other
Do you
than...
mean to ask me to believe that you are a true princess of the royal blood? And am I to actually understand that you have the nerve and the gall and the presumption to apply for my son's hand in marriage?
Mama, may I say something?
No! Do you imagine for one moment that I would consider you suitable for any son of mine? Oh, you are laboring under a very unfortunate misapprehension, my dear. My son isn't going to marry any moat swimmer, not while I have the breath in my body, and I am not well at all. I get these shooting pains and through here, and don't try to tell me it's the vapors. I know what the vapors are. I've had the vapors.
Are you new here? Hey. Why, I take a perfectly plain piece of paper. Notice that it is a plain piece of paper with no cuts, folds, or concealed pockets.
Oh, God, it's a nut house.
No! Wait!
Oh, well, you're the one, I guess.
Sure am. I'm Prince Dauntless. The drab.
Well, pleased to have met you.
No, I like you. Everybody does. Well, almost everybody.
Dauntless, I'd like to stay, but I wouldn't want to come between you and your mother, so I guess I'll just face the facts, cut my losses, and head back to the swamps.
But I really like you.
You do? Why?
You swam the moat.
Dauntless, I know I swam the moat, but usually, I'm not like that. Usually, it is very out of character for me. I'm actually very, I'm so shy!
Moat again.
Learn the drawbridge.
Are you alright?
Sure!
You ought to see her swim, Mama. She's beautiful.
Yes, isn't she?
I like her, Mama. She swam the moat.
It's cold!
Twice. Can I marry her, Mama? Can I?
Marry her? Of course not. Dauntless, when you marry, if you marry, you'll marry a true prince.
I have the honor to announce the arrival of the Princess Winifred.
You're a little late. She's been here and gone.
Gone.
Oh yes, Sir Harry, she's swimming home. That is no princess.
Ah, but she is, Your Majesty.
That one, you just.
On my honor as a knight, I swear she is. I have her papers right here. It reads, Winifred, Princess of Iconhill, Guardian of the Midgard, Serpent and Warden of the Ragnarok Marshally. The inscription on her family crest reads, Tu ne sin malus sed contra adentior ito.
What does that mean?
Roughly it translates to, if at first you don't succeed,
Oh, never mind.
you see, she is a princess. At least a test, Mama.
Oh, all right. We'll test her. The wizard and I will put on our thinking caps and make a nice, fair test, just as we always do. And I will prove to you that this girl cannot possibly be a princess.
Get her by the leg.
This is her leg?
We'll test her. Oh, it's not my leg! Oh, how crude! Oh, we'll test her for sensitivity. She'll have her test, and she'll fail just like all the others. Fair and square.
Fail what?
The royalty test.
Everyone suing for my hand has to prove that they're a real princess.
Well, we'll swim that moat when we get to it. For now, I'd better get out of these wet clothes.
Can I show you the castle on the way to your room?
Oh, sure.
You're awfully nice.
Well, you're nicer.
And you're good looking too.
You're better looking and nicer, too.
Well, you're a better swimmer.
Your Majesty, I'm so excited. Sir Harry is back. Yes, he is, and he's brought us a sweet princess. Have you seen her? Oh, neither have I, but I bet she's as delicate as an orange blossom. And I'm to be her lady-in-waiting. Sir Harry arranged it. Isn't he thoughtful? He arranges everything.
My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps, but then I landed this jester job and... What's wrong? You're worried? About what? Who? A lady. Well, which lady? Ooh, 2 syllables? First syllable. Bird, some kind of bird. Okay. Auk, bluebird, catbird, dove, eagle, finch, kiwi, lark, mark. Lark!
Lady Larkin?
Oh, okay. And? Knight.
Which knight? Sir Harry.
Dust. Oh, okay, sounds like dust. Oh, lust.
Nice! Must what? You're going to start all over, right?
She's in trouble?
What kind of trouble?
Big trouble.
How many syllables?
She's going to have a baby? No? Sir Harry?
Well, of course, but does anyone else know besides Sir Harry?
Don't worry. We can keep a secret. The question is, can you?
You know you can't talk. You can't talk, but you still manage to communicate. We have only two voices among us, and yet there's a third voice, a voice in disguise. You'll be hearing a trio and not a duet if you listen with both of your eyes. Kindly, with both of your... We produce a unique and remarkable blend when we raise our three voices on high. We're in perfect accord from beginning to the king and the minstrel and I. Yet if one of our trio should ever depart, then the others would languish and die. We're like three different people with only one, the king and the jester and I. Sing hey nonny nonny, hey nonny nonny, hi diddle diddle. Strike up a tune on the... Oh, the bishop declares our behavior is crude as he piously looks to the sky. 'Cause when we go in swimming, we always go the king and the jester,
The king and the minstrel.
Oh, the vintner makes wine from the grapes that he grows. 20 barrels were lost last July. Where they went is a secret that nobody but...
Oh, the cook claims she's missing one chocolate cake
and a fish that was ready to fry. Guess who's dining on pastry and fillet of... Sing hey nonny nonny, hey nonny nonny, needle and thimble. Crash us a clash on the... It's been said of our king that his morals are loose, but the queen is much worse on the sly. Well, what's good for the gander is good for the... See the king and the jester,
the king and the minstrel.
As if I didn't have enough trouble trying to protect my only son from every catch-penny princess there is. Now I'm surrounded by spies and traitors. Whom can I trust?
Me!
No one! And now I have another one of those princesses to cope with, and I am in no mood to sit in a stuffy chamber for hours and rack my brain over a test for that girl when I'm not that well. But that's the way Dauntless wants it, and that's the way it'll be. She'll have her test.
The papers do seem to be in order.
Oh, I know, and the worst of it is that foolish boy actually seems to like the girl. So, we must think of a test that looks fair, sounds fair, seems fair, and isn't fair. When you got the idea of testing her for sensitivity, I could have applauded right out loud, but exactly what?
Oh, kill a minute.
Oh, no, not hard enough. Sensitivity, I'm just loaded with that. In this one, what is the epitome curse of being the true elite. Common people don't know what exquisite agonies suffered by gentle people like me. Just get your hands off me. Think up a tricky test for that wretched moat-swimming princess.
Oh, madam, may I suggest? Maybe we ought to...
Don't take all night. I'm not well. I need my rest. Not that I'll ever sleep on that lumpy mattress. Oh God, my back. Sensitivity, bane of royalty. That's a torture back. Oh, I hate to sound grumpy, but my nerves are so junky. I am sure I could feel any lump, even if it were under the mattress and small as a pea. Oh, that's the answer, under the mattress. Oh, we'll test it tonight. One tiny pea beneath one thick downy mattress. Oh God, you're float. Any genuine princess would feel it. If she doesn't, she's through. Get the tiniest pea and order one mattress. No, make it 2.
1 out of 5.
10, I think, would be plenty. Oh, better still make it 20. And to play it safe in the event, even that's not enough to ensure that she sleeps. We'll give her a soothing sedative, won't we? You can rip off the drink. Something stunning, but you're devilish. I love the way you think. She's insensitive, so insensitive, she'll fall asleep, no doubt. God, but you're clever, brilliant, a genius. You are divine. Get out!
Out of those wet clothes. That old dress is just soaked.
Your Highness, the king has asked to meet the young lady.
Why? He's never asked before.
He heard she swam the moat.
Dauntless, is your father anything like your mother? Because if he is,
Oh, no. My father is silent.
Oh, I'd love to meet him.
Father, this is Princess Winifred.
Your Highness, the king welcomes you. And? Oh. And he tells me to tell you that he hopes you get 100 on the test tomorrow.
Oh, well, thank you.
My father never touches his crown to his heart unless he really means it.
Alas, madam, the king is mute, or he would speak for himself. He's still under a curse cast by a witch long ago, before Prince Dauntless was even born. The curse says King Sextimus will never talk until the mouse devours the hawk.
Until the mouse devours the hawk? Well, couldn't you just get a big mouse and a little hawk and kind of...
We tried that once, but when we did, the mouse ran away and the hawk bit Daddy.
No. Let me just get this test under my belt, and then we will figure something out, don't you worry. It certainly has been a pleasure meeting His Majesty. A short while ago, I had the pleasure of meeting Her Majesty. Oh, yeah. Now that is a nice man.
Your Majesty, I think it's about time you speak to Prince Dauntless about, you know.
About what?
Well, your father feels as though he's been neglecting his duties, and, well, now you're old enough to get married, he thinks you ought to have a little personal talk. You know, man to man.
You mean about things? You mean now?
He says it may be best to wait until later. There are still a few facts he wants to look up first.
Dauntless, I certainly do like almost both of your parents.
We want you to like it here, and we know it's a lot different from what you're used to.
Well, it is a little hard getting used to dry land and all that.
You must feel like a fish out of water.
As a matter of fact, I do. You see, where I come from, we don't have any dry land. Oh, well, some of the poorer people do, but the nobility all live right in the swamp with their servants and pets.
You have pets?
Oh, lots.
Dogs?
Frogs.
Oh, please,
Oh, we didn't do whatever we couldn't. I come from the land of the froggy Jew. Where walking through the meadow in the morning is like walking through the swamps of home are fresh with green and gold, and break of day, at break of day. The swamps of home are lovely to behold from far away, from far away. In my soul is the beauty of the bog, in my memory the magic of the mud. I know that blood is thicker than water, but the swamps of home are thicker than Wherever I roam, my heart grows dark and cold. My face grows gray when shadows fall, and I hear the call of the swamps of home. I hear them calling me now, calling me back, calling me back. Who do you think you are? Gun of the swamp. You have gone too far. Made of the marshland, get up the struggle. Listen to the voice of the swamp. Where I roam, the winds of fate may smart, but deep down in my heart, one thought will abide and will ne'er be forgotten. Though I search far and wide, there is no land as rotten. Rotten. As the swamps of home. The swamps of
Your Highness, the girls and I would like to lend you some clothes while your garment is drying.
Oh, well, thank you.
Ladies?
Dauntless, I have to change now.
You do? Okay.
No, Dauntless, it's bad luck to see too much of the bride before the wedding.
Hurry, ladies. May I show you the gowns now, Your Highness?
Oh, yes.
Now, here is the very latest thing from... It is such lovely work, don't you think? Notice the fullness in the back, and the window seats cut right down to the... It's really new. It looks marvelous on, don't you think so, Lady Meryl? Stunning. Perhaps Her Highness would like to look in the mirror.
Does Her Highness have a favorite color? Oh, well, back home we wear a lot of swamp green and dirt brown, but I guess my own dress back there is my favorite color, huckleberry. Tell you what, just leave all the dresses and I'll send back the ones I can't use.
Very good, Your Highness. Lady Merrill, Lady Rowena?
Okay, alright. Oh my goodness. I love a good fruit platter. This apple just looks too good to be true, you know? Okay, never mind. Just something to drink, you know. Cleanse the palate and all that. Oh gosh, that is good. What is this? Well, whatever it is, very, very, very... God. Oh my gosh. Oh, so clumsy. Just like I'm so shy, you know?
Oh, looks like I won't be needing you, Emily. They've already sent a girl up to do the floors. You're new here, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Well, just remember, we're all here to do a job, and your job is just as important as anyone else's.
I suppose.
Oh, dear, sweet, lovely Princess Winifred, you will pass the Queen's test, you will. Gramercy, my dear, you can't possibly clean the floor with such a tiny patch. You need a good, big, wet rag. Oh, here, what is this?
Oh, no, that's mine. No!
Here you go. Just use this. Would you look at this mess? What will my gentle princess think of me? Can you know what it means to me to be lady-in-waiting to the blessed Winifred? Oh, Winifred, Winifred, what name is sweeter than that? Oh, look at that table. It's dripping wet. I'll just use this. No! I cannot bear to see the delicate beauty of my royal mistress in such a messy place. Get that, please? Quick, quick.
Oh, Harry!
Your what?
Oh, get up. You don't have to go through the motions with me. Oh, say, I'm awfully sorry about that, swim in the moat thing. I hope I didn't make a bad impression.
Not at all. And if you'll just give your wet dress to one of the ladies in waiting, she'll make sure it's taken care of.
It's already been taken care of.
Oh, I see you've already met my little Larkin.
Oh, you mean this is the little Larkin girl?
The very same, Your Highness.
Well, Harry, she's just so beautiful and a bundle of energy, too.
When I gaze upon that captivating face, I see how poor my description must have been.
Sir Harry isn't very good at describing people, Your Highness.
Well, he may not know how to describe them, but he sure knows how to pick them. Oh, now if you'll excuse me, I have to return these dresses to the 4th floor.
I've never been so humiliated in my entire life.
What's the matter?
I thought she was a chambermaid.
What?
A chambermaid?
Larkin, how could you? How could you mistake the princess for a chambermaid?
How could I? How could you mistake that chambermaid for a princess?
Don't say such a thing just because you made a stupid mistake.
I made a mistake. Don't you dare try to blame this on me.
I do blame it on you.
She was on her hands and he's scrubbing the floor, Harry.
She's a real lady, whoever she was. That's more I can say for some people around here.
I hate you.
Well, I hate you too.
Get out.
Good, I was going.
Goodbye.
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 After all, you are a wizard. You should be able to think of something to get that what's-her-name to sleep. Don't forget to whip up a sleeping potion and some of that good heavy incense. Oh, and a hypnotic mirror, too. Oh, the most important thing is that she's tired out first. Oh, we'll have an official ball tonight. We'll make what's-her-name dance until she drops. Now, what can we do? Oh, do you know the Saracen Brawl?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh, come on. No, not hard enough. Oh, I have it! We can do that new dance, the Spanish Panic. It's absolutely exhausting. Do you know it? Well, it's the rage in Venice. Everybody listen, there is to be an official ball tonight, and everyone is to attend. We're going to be doing the new dance, the Spanish Panic, so you might as well just learn it right now. The basic step is flip your skirts, open, close, right. Just that easy. It's like the magic step, only forwards. Why don't we try it? Flip your skirts, open, close, right, wrong! Does anyone here know the Spanish Panic?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh, well, thank heaven someone is up to date around here. Why don't we all watch while court dancers Sir Luce and Lady Lucille demonstrate? Prepare, act. Don't you just love it? Doesn't it make you want to fly?
Are you sure you know what you're doing, Your Majesty?
What's the matter? You lost her? Oh, all right, Your Majesty. I'll help you.
Has he ever had any success?
Well,
I've been here a month and he hasn't caught a girl yet.
I'll tell you what. Tomorrow, we'll set a trap.
You exaggerate.
Not a bit.
My back!
Someone's coming?
The Queen!
And this has to be the biggest, loudest ball we've ever had, and be sure to hire extra musicians for tonight's dancing. And tell the jester I want her to perform. Not that I'll be able to enjoy any of it with my back and this nagging pain in my jaw. No one will ever understand what I suffer!
What was she jabbering about? The Queen is gonna make us do something?
What?
Exercise.
Who is it?
I don't know.
I'm so sad.
My lady, is there something wrong?
No,
Well, we're glad of that anyway.
I was sitting in my room sewing and got a little stuffy, so I decided to come out here and get a breath of fresh air.
Oh, well, as you were planning to camp out for a while.
Oh, Your Majesty! You don't know, you just don't know. Do you have any idea what can happen to the relationship between a man and a woman? I'm glad I found out when I did. It's better this way. I'm leaving.
You're leaving.
Yes, I'm leaving the service of the Queen forever.
Well, that's a pretty big step to take all alone.
I have no choice.
You're leaving forever.
Yes.
Well, you'll need help.
Who would help me?
I, my lady.
What did you say? You want to take care of the Lady Larkin. And who's gonna take care of you?
Chivalry demands we protect a damsel in distress.
Well, if you say so, Your Majesty.
But she'll have to travel light, the way a man does.
Yes, she can go as a boy. We can steal one of Prince Dauntless's suits. Oh, we'll get those things out of your way. You can go wait in your room.
No, thank you. I don't need help from anyone. I can go alone.
Okay. Over the wall?
Yes, I don't need help from anyone.
Oh, you'll be all right once you get past the water rats.
Rats?
Oh, yes. They live on the edges of the stagnant pools near the quicksand.
Quicksand?
Beyond the wall, which you must climb, is 22 feet, and covered with slime, and infested with spiders. All the spiders are sweet, compared to the snakes on the other side.
Oh, they won't hurt you, unless, of course, you plan to go alone.
Well, I did, but if I'd known it was so terrible out there.
Then you'd think a second thought and come with me. I know all the secret ways to get us free. Over the hills and to the open sea.
Then where?
It's April, isn't it?
April?
Normandy is fine and fair, so Normandy is where we'll go. I can show you a beach where the peach blossom blows, and I know how to reach a man who knows our code.
Have friends with rows of windows facing the sea.
This time of year, the air I hear is rare and clear and warm in Normandy. I know a meadow covered with mustard flowers golden as the sun, where a wondrous thing can happen when an April day is done. There's a moment after the sunset when the sky is suddenly green and the world stands hushed and waiting for the first white stars to convene. When you see that emerald sky, you'll know the reason why there's not another place I'd rather be.
Keep your own Toronto.
And to hell with Burgundy, come fly with me.
Come try those wings.
Come swift, for we have things to do.
Is there truly a beach where the peach blossom grows? Are you sure you can reach a man who knows our cause?
There's Jessamine and Nan,
A friend
White flowers sand
with roses.
rows of windows facing the sea. This time
she's like that French girl. She only speaks one word of English, but you she's a charmer. What's the one word?
Yes!
Let's go with her, old boy.
Très bien.
We're having a party in the West Parapet. Don't forget to bring wine.
Oh, I'm coming to spell on the ground.
Hey, ask my girl if she'd like to bring something.
Voulez-vous,
Yes!
Isn't this fun? That's beautiful!
lame. Maybe you could give me a clue.
A clue?
Well, I know the test is highly secretive, but what kind of test does she usually give?
With Mama thinking of the test, it could be almost anything.
Like what?
Sometimes it's history.
Oh.
Sometimes it's dancing.
Oh!
Sometimes it's spelling. But sometimes it's a test of strength and endurance.
Oh!
For instance, one of the princesses was supposed to lift this weight. She couldn't. I can't even lift it. Nope. But I know you'll pass. You don't have to worry.
Do you want me to pass? I'll pass. Hi.
Okay. Three, two, one. Hey, I think you're wonderful.
By the way, I don't think I ever told you. My full name is Princess Winifred the Woebegone, but that's too formal. You can call me by my nickname.
Winnie?
Fred.
Fred. What a wonderful name. So straight, so strong, so... you. I like you, Fred. I like you.
You're just saying those words to be kind.
No, I mean it. I mean I love you, Fred.
He is out of his medieval mind.
I'm perfectly sane and sound. I've never felt better in my life. Everybody, everybody, everybody! Come and meet my incipient wife. I'm in love with a girl named Fred. My reasons must be clear. If she shows you all how strong she is, she'll stand upright and cheer.
F-R-E-D, Fred.
Yeah. She drinks like a lord.
Fill to overflowing, raise the goblet high. With F-R-E-D, Fred. Yeah.
I'm in love with a girl named Fred. She sings just like a bird. You'll be left completely speechless when her gentle voice is heard.
Fill to overflowing, raise the goblet high. With F-R-E-D, Fred. Yeah.
I'm in love with a girl named Fred. She wrestles like a Greek. You will clap your hands and wonder at her fabulous technique.
Fill the boat to overflowing, raise the goblet high. With F-R-E-D, Fred.
Yeah, I'm in love with a girl named Fred. She dances with such grace. You are bound to sing her praises till you're purple in the face.
Bravo, bravo, bravissimo, bravo, bravissimo. Fill the boat to overflowing, raise the goblet high. F-R-E-D, Fred. Yeah.
I'm in love with a girl named Fred. She's musical to boot. She will set your feet a tapping when she plays upon her lute.
Bravo, bravo, bravissimo, bravo, bravissimo. Fill the boat to overflowing, raise the goblet high. With F-R-E-D, Fred. Yeah.
I'm in love with a girl named Fred. A plucker clown is wit. When she does her funny pantomime, your sideburn serves a split.
Bravo, bravo, bravissimo, bravo, bravissimo. Fill the boat to overflowing, raise the goblet high. With F-R-E-D,
I'm in love with a girl.
He's in love with a girl named F-R-E-D.
Quiet. The queen insists on quiet. She's ordered 20 mattresses, the softest and the best, and she's threatened execution if we dare disturb the rest of her very special guest. She's ordered quiet, 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 quiet.
Sheets,
Right,
pillows,
right,
blankets.
right.
Oh, mattresses.
Right.
Not yet. I'll get them out of here. Just wait while until the coast is clear. Hey. Hi.
Jester! Oh, somebody stop her! Stop her, I say! There she goes down that corridor! Bring her to me! This is a fine kettle of fish! Now you wretch! I want the truth! What is all this noise about anyway? I swear every time I turn my back, something horrible is happening in the corridors!
Never mind me!
Oh.
The queen!
Stop! I knew I couldn't trust you, you wretch! What is going on here? What are you up to? What? There is something going on around here. What's under there? It's a dead body? Pull it away! What are you two doing? Explain yourself!
Your Majesty, it's just a joke. This boy and I, go outside and wait for me, Lancelot.
Lancelot, wait! What are you, Larkin? Take those things up to what's-her-name's chambers. Mattresses, too. What are you doing?
Well, Your Majesty.
Quiet! Why are you in that get-up?
See,
Silence! And why weren't you at the ball?
Your Majesty.
Shut up! And why are you with this man?
See,
Well, speak up!
Your Majesty, please.
You were running away, isn't it? Oh, you were running away!
Larkin!
You low-born, ungrateful little sneak! Is this the thanks I get for treating you as my own all these years? Oh, just to look at you, one of my own girls, running off with a musician!
Your Majesty, the Lady Larkin is innocent. I'll tell you the truth. I forced her to leave against her will.
That's not true.
Why, you know...
Just a moment!
Larkin, what are you doing with this man?
What are you doing with that woman?
Just a moment!
You go to your room!
Don't tell me what to do, you libertine!
May I remind you that you are still one of my ladies-in-waiting! Get him upstairs where you belong and get what's-her-name ready for bed.
But Your
Do as I say. And you, Sir Harry, may I remind you that you are still one of my knights? Step forward.
Oh.
And you, relax. Sir Harry, I order this minstrel banished from this kingdom. I want him out of here by daybreak. 6 months! Go to bed. I don't want you groping around in the dark all night. And the rest of you, listen closely. There is a little girl upstairs who is dog-tired.
Oh, no, she said she had to study for her test.
Oh, okay. All right, let her study. But when she's done, I want her to get a good night's rest. So I want quiet. I want quiet, and I am going to get quiet if I have to scream the place down. Quiet!
The queen insists on quiet. The queen insists on, queen insists on, queen insists on quiet.
Some.
Some. S-U-M, some.
Summer.
Oh, summer. S-U-M-E-R, summer.
Good. Hell, if the test is on literature or spelling, you're sure to pass, Fred. Now that leaves history.
Oh, history. Well, that takes in quite a lot, but let's give it a whirl.
The first chapter is called The Bravery of Prince Waldir.
Well, dear.
Young Waldir, wishing to slay the dragon. Fafnir.
Who?
Wishing to slay the dragon. Fafnir.
Oh, Fafnir.
Takes
That
his
one.
father's sword, Minning,
Minnie.
disguises the west wind. He goes into the forest, surprises Fafnir in his lair, and slays him. Whereupon he's unable to understand the speech of birds. Meanwhile, Waldir's father, Albert, disguised as a sacred goat, tells him about the spirit of Gunther.
Gunther, but I thought the Gunther was the, did you ring for a page boy?
No.
You've got the wrong room, son. Wait a minute. Aren't you Larkin?
Yes, Your Highness.
What's all this about?
Well,
I have a suit just like that.
I'm in disguise, Your Highness. I was running away.
I see. Well, rest a bit. Dauntless, pull up a chair.
Oh no, the Queen has ordered me.
Never mind what the Queen has ordered.
But Your Highness, I couldn't.
Sit a bit and rest. Just tell us what all this is about.
I'll just go out on the parapet, stand there naked and catch a chill and die. Gotta show him.
Show him what?
I'm sorry.
Who?
Horrible Harry.
You mean big, nice Harry?
Now, just a moment. What did you do to him?
What did I do to him?
Well, you must have done something. You're talking the way I did once when I was scared to come home because I'd given my little brother a bloody lip. It was an accident.
We had a little disagreement.
So you decided to run away?
He said some perfectly horrible things to me.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I guess you were right. I guess just about the only thing you can do is pack up and get out.
Really?
Or you could just go to him and say you're sorry. Listen, that Harry is a wonderful boy and he really loves you. Why, we were on the road for 2 weeks and he never laid a finger on me.
Oh, Your Highness.
Now just get into something pretty that shows you're a girl and go patch things up with him. Oh, and Larkin, try and act just a little helpless. Men don't like girls that are too strong.
I do.
Dear, dear princess, I don't know how I could ever thank you. If it's a girl, I'm going to name her Fred.
What if it's a boy?
Dauntless, you'd better go to sleep. And leave the history book.
I'm positive you're going to pass Mama's test tomorrow. Well, I'm pretty sure. If you don't, I'll understand.
And so, the young Prince Waldir, having slain the dragon Fafnir with his sword Minning, rescued the Princess Frigga, and together they mounted his horse, Trigga, and rode to the castle of Wunderbar, where they were married and lived happily ever after. Well, I'm glad. They all live happily, happily, happily ever after. The couple is happily leaving the chapel eternally tied. As the curtain descends, there is nothing but loving and laughter. When the fairy tale ends, the heroine's always a bride. Ella, the girl after cinders, in the wash of her walls and the winters. But she landed a prince who was brawny and true no one but me. Fairy godmother, 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 where can you be? I haven't got a fairy godmother. I haven't even got a godmother. I have a mother, a plain, ordinary woman. Snow White was so pretty, they tell us, but the queen was insulted and jealous when the mirror declared that Snow White was the fairest of all. She was dumped on the border, but was saved by some men who adored her. Oh, I grant you, they were small, but there were 7 of them, practically a regiment. I'm alone in the night, by myself, not a dwarf, not an elf, not a goblin in sight. Oh, that girl had 7 determined little men working day and night just for her. Oh, sure, the queen gave her a poison apple. Even so, she lived happily, happily, happily ever after. A magical kiss counteracted the apple eventually. Though I know I'm not clever, I'll do what they tell me I have to. I want some happily ever after to happen to me. Rapunzel had platinum dresses that were double the length of her dresses. She was kept in a tower for years by a wicked old witch. Till one night in despair down, she scrambled by letting her hair down. That's what I call quite a switch. I wonder, no, it'll never hold. I'll be finished before I begin. And besides, I don't want to get out. I want to get in. I want to live happily, happily, happily ever after. I want to walk happily out of the chapel, eternally tied. For I know that I'll never live happily ever after. Till after I'm a bride, then I'll be happily happy. Yes, happily happy. And thoroughly
Now you see here, this man is charged with attempting to transport a young woman out of the kingdom against her will. That's a serious offense.
He didn't do it. It was a frame-up.
You got it all wrong.
He was protecting the Lady Larkin. Just stay out of this, Your Majesty.
There's someone I must see first.
Who?
The wizard. I want your permission to speak to the wizard.
Yes.
No, permission denied.
Sir Harry, you're a fathead.
Yes, you are. He's trying to help. We're all trying to help.
How can you help?
By finding out what the test is from the wizard.
That's cheating!
Oh, don't you understand? This is for you!
Let me go to the wizard.
No, if anyone should defy the wizard's magic, I should.
You must stand guard. This is my job. No, you might get hurt. You can't come, and that is final.
What's the matter, Papa?
The king mustn't come with us.
I'll get rid of him. Your Majesty, Prince Dauntless is ready now. He needs to have that personal talk with you.
Well, maybe some other time.
Now, Dauntless, your father wants to have a little chat with you now. It's very important.
It is?
It can't be put off. Come on, here it is, Cyrus.
Listen. Little prince? Boy, flower, girl, flower, or flower, girl, flower. Oh, tell me more. I want to know about what getting married is for. Seed. Ball. On girl flower. And by, baby flower. Grow. Ah, but why? Oh, tell me why. Oh, Father, tell me, Father, don't be shy. Boy flower, girl flower, love each other. Boy flower, father, girl flower, mother. Yes, yes, but how? It's very interesting, but how? Oh, tell me now. Seed on boy flower, boy flower dust gets on bee. Bee flies to girl flower, dust touches girl flower. Oh, I see. No, I don't see. Very interesting, but still not clear to me. Woman is like girl flower. Man is like bee, and boy flower. Man, that's me! But tell me more. I've got to know about what getting married is for. Sounds? Sounds like Carrie. Sounds like Carrie. Married! Man and woman get married. Winifred and wife love each other, and then one night, yes, one night, it's very interesting what happens in the night. What happens, oh Father, tell me please, shall I go and pick some flowers, shall I go and catch some bees? Princess Winifred and I will get married, and then one night the stork will come and bring us a baby. Oh, Father, I know all about the stork. Mama told me about that years ago. No, wait a minute, Father. Flower, seed, man, woman, bee, baby, small. It isn't the stork, it isn't the stork, it isn't the stork at all. Oh, life is grand, it's very interesting. I think I understand. I think I know. It's very interesting. Thank you, Father, and Father, I love you so.
Pardon, Sir Wizard. What do you want? Our friend the minstrel is a great admirer of yours. Soft soap, if you please.
This is not soft soap. And I wouldn't even say it except for the fact that I've been banished. And before I go, I just wanted to tell you what a great artist you are, Cardamon.
What have I said about calling you by that name?
I use that name with honor, sir. I don't think I'll ever forget seeing you in command performance at Glastonbury in '92. What a show! What a triumph! You took 7 curtain calls.
8, actually, just so you know.
Do you happen to remember a little boy in the second row who stood up and yelled, "Bravo!" that night?
Yes.
I was that boy.
I can't believe it.
Yes, well, I'm in show business now too, and sir, if it's any interest to you, it was your inspiration that brought this about.
You must belong to the guild. Camelot Local 704 to believe someone remembers those days.
Yes, well, I just wanted to tell you what that performance meant to me, Cardamon. Well, I'd better be going.
Wait, Dimitri, please, for you.
Thank you.
Please stay a while.
No, the queen wouldn't like it if she knew I was still around.
Oh, no, never mind the queen. Stay, this is between us.
Anyway, you're probably busy with that test for tomorrow.
The test has already been taken care of.
I don't suppose you could tell an old guild brother what it is.
Well, I'm, sort of under oath, so...
I understand. Well, I'd better be going.
Wait! Sir Minstrel, do you happen to be looking for your handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
Over there! Oh! You know, I have been told that my act is pretty... foul.
Cardamon the Great!
I bet you can't even tell what the test is about.
Astronomy?
Nope.
Sensitivity! Did you hear? Cardamon the Great!
Cardamon the Great? Let me tell you the rest. Actually, I better not.
Oh, I'll go. But may I ask one favor, Cardamon? May I have this?
What do you want with that?
A memento to the good old days. Because of my father.
Keep it.
Oh, thank you.
Just stop!
Oh. Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful thing you did for her, Cardamon.
Oh, you know, for her father's sake.
Say, I don't actually have to be out of here until daybreak tomorrow. Why don't we go down to the wine cellar, split a bottle, and talk some more about, talk some more.
Fine, you run along. I've started something here I'd quite like to finish.
I'll be waiting.
What's the matter, Jester?
Oh, nothing.
Say something funny.
Have you ever heard of my father, Sliding Peter Jingle?
Is that supposed to be funny?
I don't know.
I think the clown is losing her touch.
I am far from sentimental or romantic. And I'd like to think I'm strictly up to date. But at times the dancing gets a bit too frantic in these hectic days of 1428. So indulge me if I pause to raise my chalice to a quaint and charming dance he used to do in the days when my dear father played the palace back in 1392. My dad was deaf, funny, and quite as light as air. In his very soft shoes, how he could dip and glide and skip and slip and slide. In his very soft shoes, I used to stand and watch him every day. He was always smooth and cool. I used to love to hear the people say he's a regular dancing fool. He barely touched the ground and never made a sound. But I noticed in all his reviews that when he took his bow to the crowd in the crowd went crazy and the house came down when Daddy wore his very soft shoes.
Who's there? Friend or foe?
Friend,
Oh.
I hope. Oh, Harry. Harry, look at me. I was only running away because I thought you didn't love me. I thought you didn't love me. Well, even if you don't love me, I can't love anyone else but you. And I want to be near you if I can, for as long as I can. Oh, Harry, I don't blame you if you've changed.
Well, in a way, I have. Yesterday I loved you as never before, but please don't think me strange. I've undergone a change, and today I love you even more. My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning. I openly confess. Tonight I love tricks my eyes can play. Yesterday I must have been utterly blind, or else I was out of my mind, for I find you so much lovelier today.
My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning.
For yesterday I told you and never before, but that was not my goal. And now it's best you know that today I love you even more. My heart cannot be trusted. I give you fair warning. I took tonight I have you left, as I will tomorrow morning.
That should do it. And one small pea that I had to drag all the way from the pantry, all the way up the most killing stairs in all the kingdom. There. All right, you can come in now. Did you bring everything? The hypnotic mirror?
Yes, madam.
Yes, and the rest of the things?
Yes, madam.
And the girl? Where's the girl? Doesn't she know it is far past bedtime? You would be thinking she would be dropping from exhaustion. Oh, ready for bed? You must be sure to get a good night's rest so you're fresh early tomorrow morning for your trip back to your kingdom or wherever you're going. Bring on the hypnotic mirror.
Here it is, Your Majesty.
Yes, an incantation. Come. Silken, swishing sibilance wraps us in a gentle trance. Deep in Morpheus's arms we lie. Off we go to Betty Boy.
You know, I think I'm getting a sty, right?
Bring on the poppy and mandragora incense. Drowsy incense, sweet aroma, wraps us in a gentle coma. Murmuring voices seem to say, Mr. Sandman's on his way. That ought to get us to sleep. The sleeping draught. Ah, yes. Drink a little extract of opium and warm milk before going to bed. That's what I'm really good. After you done, there you go. Oh, now I am sure you're going to get a good night's rest. I wish I could say the same for myself. And to make sure that you have no trouble drifting off, I've prepared an extra special treat. Bring on the Nightingale of Samarkand. Who has the Nightingale of Samarkand? Naturally, I have to do everything myself.
Ooh, you guys are in trouble.
Sing! Oh, stop! You were brought here to put a live princess to sleep, not awake a dead one. All right, a lullaby, Birdie. Nice and soft. All right, why aren't you in bed? Help her up.
so much better. Alright, 20 downy mattresses. I'm going to sleep like a baby. Oh, good night, everyone. Sweet dreams. Okay, this is fine. Okay. All right, sheep. I'm ready when you are. 1, 2, 3.
Here, darling, let mother fix it.
Leave me alone, Mama. I can dress myself.
Well, far be it for me to interfere, precious. No, come here.
I said I can do it.
Why are you dressed in that so early in the morning?
Well, today's the test, Mama, and I've got to make myself look my best.
The test, darling, the test is all over.
Huh?
The test is over, darling boy.
But when was it? What was it?
It was last night. We put her to bed under 20 soft, downy mattresses with a pea under the bottom one to test her sensitivity. And, of course, a pea would have kept a real princess awake.
And she slept?
Oh, well, I'm sure I don't know, but she was practically falling asleep before she even got into bed and yawning like a vulgar scullery maid. I mean, she looked ghastly, dear, and old enough to be your... Oh, well, we'll see.
I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I'm so nervous I could die. Absolutely die.
Quiet, they'll be here in a moment.
If she doesn't pass, I'm gonna kill myself.
Quiet, here comes the Queen.
And one day we'll find you a true princess, so don't worry. Oh, good morning, everyone. All here to see the new princess on her way. Since she's such a favorite of ours, I've decided that she should have an extra special consolation prize. Sir Studley?
What a delightful gift.
Charming, charming. Oh, darkness! And where is our little slug-a-bed? She should be getting an early start. Oh, there she is now. She isn't even dressed yet. She must have slept like a baby.
37,429.
37,429 what?
Sheep! What do you stuff your mattresses with, jousting equipment?
What do you mean?
I mean, that bed ought to be moved down to the torture chamber.
You didn't sleep?
I never closed my eyes.
You passed!
What?
The test. Mama had 20 mattresses and put a pea under it, and you felt it, and now we can get married!
Okay, under 20 mattresses. No wonder I'm black and blue! Ow!
Now, don't you think she's pretty?
No, she's not pretty. She's beautiful.
Oh, a pea under 20 mattresses. Thomas, I'll let you handle the wedding arrangements and start looking for a small kingdom nearby. I have a feeling we aren't going to want to live with the in-laws.
She's gonna get cold sleeping here. I better take her to her room.
Thomas, wait.
What should I wait for, Mama?
To give this matter proper consideration.
She passed the test, and now I have to take her to her room.
I said wait. Now you listen to your mother throughout this heartbreaking business of trying to find a true princess. I have never once nagged, never interfered, and never expected one solitary word of sympathy.
panic.
The king
And I've got a lot to say.
Well, good night.
Unhand the Lord. Go ahead. Now, aggravate. You ask for it, you're gonna get it. When I say hop, I want you to hop. Now hop. Skip. Jump. Hop. Skip. Jump.
How did she stay away? That key was awfully small.
It wasn't the key.
It wasn't the pea.
It wasn't the key at all. Oh, life is grand. It's very interesting. We think we understand. We think we know. It's very interesting. Thank you, princess. And princess, we love you so.
For a princess is a delicate thing, delicate and dainty as a dragonfly's wing. You can recognize a lady by her elegant air. But a genuine princess.
guest to invite to the stage.
Yeah, a Miss Hannah Pratt.
Here. I think I can project.
Okay.
She can project.
My first group of students, and they will always be so super special to me. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all for coming tonight. We will meet under the awning for a meet and greet.
Thank you.